The couple always in the news for the wrong reasons, Blueface and ChriseanRock have had their fair share of drama. From meeting on a reality show, fighting with the family, and repeatedly putting hands on each other, the couple are known for being so toxic that we just can't look away. But the truth behind the pair's explosive relationship that abruptly came to an end this year is darker and sadder than people know. We've all heard of rapper and famous Crip Blueface Bleed'em. The LAMC shot to fame in late 2018 when the music video for Respect My Crippin' went viral with his offbeat lyrics and iconic dance moves. After signing with Cash Money West, the West Coast branch of Birdman's Cash Money Records label, Blue would release a remix to his single, Tatiana, which would go on to be his most successful song. But for the 6'4" rapper whose real name is Jonathan Jamal Porter, it was never just about rap. Blue needed to expand his portfolio to stay relevant, and so in 2020 set up his own reality show on OnlyFans, Blue Girls Club. The show, which copied the format of the original Bad Girls Club, followed the lives of a group of women all living together with Blue. It was here, surrounded by all these girls, that Blue would meet an ex-college track star out of Baltimore that would change his life forever. When you look at the type of person ChriseanRock is today, it's important to understand where she comes from and the type of upbringing she had. Chrisean Malone is a Baltimore native, the 11th child in a family of 12. Rock's father spent most of her life in prison, while her mother battled drug addiction and substance abuse. According to Rock, when her father was around, he would reportedly beat and abuse her mother, making their lives a living hell in the process. At age 9, Rock became homeless, staying with friends and family for a few days at a time before finding a new place to sleep. But a rough start didn't slow Chrisean down, and it wasn't long before she gained her first bit of notoriety as a talented track and field athlete. With the help of coaches and mentors at her school, Rock was able to channel her pain into something positive and received a scholarship to attend Santa Monica College in California as a track star. While there, she became one of the top runners in her conference and even went on to compete on Fox's Ultimate Tag Game show, winning the $10,000 grand prize. But tragically, whatever upward path Rock was carving for herself would stop in 2020, when she applied for and won the chance to appear in Blueface's Blue Girls Club. Whilst filming BGC, Rock would gain her first bit of virality when clips of her fighting other contestants began to leak online. Rock quickly made a name for herself as a hot-headed and aggressive housemate who took nobody's shit and was always ready to throw down. It's here that Rock loses her front tooth after an altercation with Blueface baby mama Jaden. Rock's now signature look happened after the two got into a fight over Blueface, who was technically still with his baby mama, but would post pics online with Rock, hugged up and looking a little bit more than just friends. Chrisean and Jaden would continue to get into arguments that seemed to escalate out of nowhere, while Blue producers and the camera crew would try and calm down the two women. Immediately after the tooth incident, Blueface would post the first of many videos between himself and Rock, where he is heard comforting her after he takes her to go get her tooth fixed. At this time, the pair's relationship status was just friends, and the show portrayed it as a purely working relationship, despite the mounting accusations that something deeper was going on. BGC didn't last long, and after filming wrapped, people wondered if they'd see Rock again. Well, Blue wasted no time in signing Rock to his label, making her the first artist signed to Blue's label. Here, they released a track together called Lonely. The track bombed, but what really got fans talking was the album cover, which featured a drawing of Rock laid up in bed with someone who looked a lot like Blueface cuddled up behind her. Remember, at this point, it was still unconfirmed whether or not the two artists were dating. While signed to Blue's label, a video would be released showing an argument Chrisean and Blueface's manager-producer Rap 100 in which the cops were present. This came after Rock had herself gone live on Insta claiming that Blueface was abusing her, locking her in the bathroom, and kicking her out of the house that she, as a signed Blueface artist, was entitled to live in. Rack disagreed, and the two would get into a heated discussion where Rack repeatedly asked Chrisean to leave. Police were only called to the house because Rock's sister had requested a welfare check be carried out by LA police after watching Rock's live and fearing for her sister's safety. Despite Rock and Blue's countless winks to the camera about their relationship status, nothing had been officially said, and speculation was still very much out on whether the two were exclusive or not. Blue further complicated things by being snapped up getting flirty with Coy Ray in November 2021. After pics of Blue and Coy kissing went viral, Blue's baby mama would clap back, posting a pic of herself and the booed up, telling the world Blueface ain't with no Coy Ray. Blueface with me. A month later, Blue's baby mama would announce the pair were expecting their second child together with a sweet video of Blue excitedly hugging her and saying, "I knew, I knew." It wouldn't be till February 2022 that Chrisean would officially hit rock bottom after she was arrested for selling crack cocaine, theft, and grand theft auto. Rock had allegedly broken into Blue's home, stolen money in one of his cars with the intent of driving him back to Baltimore to give to her mother. After Blueface reported his car missing, police picked up the lonely artist and arrested her. It was also during this time that Rock's mental health plummeted, and she reportedly wrote "I love Blue" on the walls of Blueface's home in her own blood. When she sat down for an interview a month later with the Talking Ish with Bone show, she cracked a smile and replied, "Of course," when asked about the blood-smearing incident. It was becoming clear to everyone online that there was something seriously wrong with Rock's mental state. Blue would take to his Insta, responding to the backlash, stating, "Rock is a grown-ass woman. It ain't my fault she acting out. Everybody saying it's my fault because I told her I loved her. That does not make it okay to steal a damn car." Despite this, the two would be spotted together shortly after, and for a while, things kinda died down a bit, for about 3 months. From here, things would really start to blow up as they went from bad to downright ugly. Rock and Blue got into a huge fight with Blueface's mom and sister that ended with Rock assaulting Blue's mama and leaving her with a black eye. Clarissa Sappho, Blue's mom, later posted a pic of her injury online, blasting Rock for her accusations. Later that day, Blue would post his own video, showing an intoxicated Chrisean admitting to the assault and saying, "They gave me no choice." The two appeared to laugh about the situation on camera, as Rock called Blue's family clout chasers. Blue later clarified that the cops had been called and that Blue's sister and mom had both been trespassing in his home. Fans continued to speculate about the pair's relationship as more videos of the two spending time together continued to emerge. Rock was even recorded crying and saying how much she loved Blue during one such video in a car. It was around this time that Rock would start getting her tattoos. Straight away, it was questionable, with Rock getting Jonathan tatted down her cheek. Things then took an R-rated turn when she debuted her next tattoo, Jonathan's right above her, well, you can guess where. She followed this up with another JJP tat on her neck. But what really went viral, and I mean super viral, was the portrait of Blue she got tatted in the middle of her neck. "This way, when they look at me, they always see you," she told him during another one of their intimate car videos. Now, you remember the baby mama we touched on earlier. Yeah, she's still here and pregnant with Blue's second child. In June of 2022, she threw a baby shower to celebrate, and of course, Blue was invited. While celebrating, Blue posted videos dancing with his baby mama and rubbing her stomach. You can guess how Rock reacted. Later that night, Blue posted again, this time a video of him laid up in bed with Rock, where she says what he did was disrespectful and he was too touchy-feely. Not one to be the bigger person, Blue's mom chimed in on her story with accusations of her own. "I ain't the one to gossip, but it ain't his baby mama you should be worried about. He got a main and her name starts with A. She been around ever since 10th grade. Oh yeah, and she in med school and don't have an IG. I mean, you could make this juicier if you tried. But in true toxic relationship fashion, the pair quickly made up and moved on. It was around this time that fans began to worry about Rock's drink and drug habit. Blue posted a video of Rock heavily intoxicated and throwing up in his car, and fans quickly turned on Blue, saying he was enabling this behavior and doing nothing to help her, instead choosing to film her for clout. By July, Chrisean had found herself a spot on season 2 of the reality show South Central Baddies and was starting to step out of the Blueface shadow. While on South Central Baddies, however, Rock signed all her checks over to Blueface, so every penny she earned while on the show went straight into Blue's bank account. She also wanted to get her tooth fixed and got a replacement tooth fitted, losing her iconic gap tooth smile. Blue did not like this new Chrisean, and the pair spent some time apart after Rock debuted her new gapless smile. But it wasn't long before Rock would start posting videos to social media, begging Blue to come back. It was in one of these videos that Rock filmed herself pulling her tooth out in the back of a car and saying, "Blue, I did it for you. Come back, Blue." We know. It's hard to watch. Blue responded telling Rock to come back to him, and the pair were soon spotted together again. This time at the orthodontist getting Rock a new tooth put in. Now with a picture of the rapper on it to let the world know who Rock's love belonged to. Rock and Blue's relationship was undeniably toxic. Everybody could see that. But in August 2022, the pair would add another major defect to their already poisonous relationship, when a video was taken by a random bystander of Blue and Rock putting hands on each other in public. In the footage, it appears Chrisean is the instigator, swinging at Blue while he initially dodges her attacks. She continues to chase him down the street while he repeatedly tells her to stop. Rock grabs Blue's shirt and pulls him backwards before throwing a punch that connects with Blue's cheek. Blue waits a moment before swinging, sending both of them to the floor where a wild wrestle begins. Blue quickly overpowers her, telling her to calm down before getting up and trying to walk away. Rock continues to follow him, repeatedly asking Blue for her phone back. It's rumored that the fight began because Blue went through Rock's phone and found out she was messaging other guys. Later that day, Blue posts a video showing Rock laid in their bed, and he begins offering her $100K to leave. He then proceeds to air all of Rock's dirty laundry out, talking about all the guys she's messaging and rationalizing his own cheating with, "See, everybody know I'm a whore, it's not a secret. You know that, she knew that, you know that before getting into it with me. But she want to act like she's so much better and not about that." Rock wasted no time firing back with her own response on Instagram, saying she would never leave Blue, and that he might as well take her onto the psych ward now cause she ain't leaving. Yikes. The violence continued to spill out as only a month later, surveillance footage taken at the Four Seasons Baltimore showed Blueface getting into it with none other than ChriseanRock's dad. I know, just bear with me. Footage from the pair's reality TV show revealed that as the two men faced off, Rock's estranged father was unhappy at the way Blue had put hands on my daughter. With tensions obviously rising, Blue did the only thing he knew how and escalated the situation, replying with, "So it's you who's teaching your daughter to put hands on me first, huh?" Well, Chrisean's dad did not like this at all and proceeded to swing at the Tatiana rapper. The pair are quickly broken up by the crowd, and Chrisean's dad is led away before Blueface runs back and swings on Rock's dad from behind, knocking him clean to the floor. After the altercation, Rock took to Insta, backing her boo. "So my boyfriend knocked my dad out. The family stuff didn't go well. I don't even know what's going on." Blue took to IG laughing off the whole situation, saying he was Chrisean's daddy now. Barely a month later, in October of 2022, Rock took to Insta Live saying that Blueface had put his hands on her while she sported a bruised face and an emotional demeanor. "This is a busted lip, a busted nose. You're lying, you weird ass," Rock said. Then she claimed the beat her up because she was texting another dude. Rock explained that things took a turn for the worse when she attempted to exit a vehicle they were both riding in. "He gonna pull me back just to hit me in my mouth because I wanted to jump out of the car," she added. "You're too comfortable and keep hitting me in my face." One day later, Rock took back her claims of domestic violence, claiming that Blue tried to save her from hurting herself. "No filter, no makeup. I had a bad trip yesterday with Casamigos. I tried to jump out of a car on the highway. Blueface was keeping me from jumping out of the car. I thought that was trying to get the up out of the car, but he was trying to save me. I just blacked out." A few days before Zeus Network dropped the long-awaited trailer for the pair's reality TV show Blueface and Chrisean, Crazy in Love, Rock announced she was single on Twitter. "Y'all can have him. ChriseanRock is single. Chrisean, you are enough." But a few days after her announcement, she was spotted with the rapper again. Shocker. January 2023 rolls around and Rock announces that she is pregnant with Blueface's child. Immediately after sharing the news, Blue takes to Twitter to denounce these claims and assert that Rock was with at least 10 other guys in the last year. When Chrisean sat down with Complex, she spoke about the situation and Blue's initial reaction to the news. "He's just mad that I went to Baltimore and didn't tell him. I said I was in LA with my homegirl Stunner, and I wasn't. I was in Baltimore with my family. I took a trip and he's blowing up my phone like, 'Where you at? Where you at?' I ghosted him for a whole 24 hours so he can live with that. He didn't know if I was with it or if I was really with my family. So he got to popping it like a little Blue also finally breaks up with Rock. And it seems like this time it's stuck, as the couple have not made up publicly or been spotted together since. In the wake of her pregnancy announcement, Blueface's label dropped a new track, Lit, which featured both Blue and Rock and used footage from their problematic interview on the Shark Tank podcast, where Rock was asked to leave after getting rowdy and slurring her words. Blue took to Twitter in February to accuse Rock of breaking a bottle over his head, showing his followers the cut she left behind. In the time of writing this, it seems like Blueface and ChriseanRock are really, and I mean really, over this time. The two continue to tweet about the other, usually despairingly, with Blue most recently reposting a clip of him celebrating the news that his original baby mama is pregnant. No secrets what he's referring there, and for the most part, we're glad they no longer have each other in their lives. We can only hope Chrisean gets the help she needs and stops going back to Blueface. But what do you think? Is it too late for Chrisean? Or can she still turn over a new leaf before it's too late?